Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another tutorial. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I went about to draft this beautiful blouse you're seeing. I've already have my pattern paper on the table, and then you want to make sure that the whole of the pattern paper, the width is enough to cover for the biggest part of the 1/4 of the biggest part of the measurement plus 2 inches. If the biggest part of the measurement is hip, then you want to make sure half it and then add 2 inches to it to get the entire width. Then we now fold it into two just to demarcate the front from the back. I hope that is clear. I've done that, and I've gone ahead to draw my horizontal line from the shoulder to the waistline, shoulder to the hip, and shoulder to the on the bust line. And that is for the back, shoulder to the waist. And as well as I'm making use of 2 inches for the difference between the back length and the front length, and that I'll be using on the bust, on the side front for the bust darts. So we're going to get to that later in the video, and that is me taking the length of the blouse, yes, which is 2 inches different, like it's 2 inches shorter than the front, yes. And that's we're going to be making use of later on, like I said. So now let's dive in. I'm going to go ahead and measure half of shoulder to shoulder measurement. If you have been following my videos, you will know this is how I do start. Half of the shoulder measurement, and then once I've done that, I want to take the shoulder slant for the front, which is 1.5. We're working on the front pattern now, and the standard neckline 3 by 3. You can use your bust divided by 12 to determine that. Whatever you have, that will be the standard, although I'm still going to be altering this neckline later in the video. So I've done that, and that is what I have. So go ahead and connect it that way. I hope it is clear. And then the next thing I want to do is to determine the chest line. To get the chest line, you want to divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. I do that a lot, and that is the way I go about to do it. And what I had there was around 7.5 thereabout. So I will input it from the shoulder slant, then everything there like that, and everything all the way together from the shoulder slant to that point that I mark for the chest line. I'm going to be adding it together and then roll it across. If what you get from the calculation is 7.5, you're going to add your shoulder slant of 1.5, then together will give you 9 inches. Then you just roll the line, mark it from the shoulder, and you want to make sure you